Hello, everyone, and welcome to another day chatting about Linux distro. And today, talking about Storm-OS. So, Storm-OS is also an Arch-based distro that is a customized XFCE interface. Gotten a bit of press info in more recent times, a couple of reviews, and not too much information really available on their website about the distro. So what I've decided to do is to just go ahead and download it. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's create a new image so far. Let's just go here. Storm-OS. Latest ISO was released on the 12th of the 5th. So not too long ago, but we expect some updates, I'm sure. Especially since it's Arch-based. Let's give it 4 gigs of memory. 2 of the CPUs. Let's do 40 gigs here. And Storm Linux. And always forget, can never have spaces in the name. Storm-Linux. And yeah, let's get it up and running. Okay. What's cool, it does have the option for non-free drivers, so usually video drivers, if you need that. Of course, in this virtual machine, just going to choose the normal installer. Let's give it a couple of seconds to start up. That was pretty quick. Wow. Okay. That was really great. And as you can see, it immediately starts up Calamari. So let's just go with installer. Let's again do erase disk, no swap. File system, ext4, xfs, butcherfs. Let's just do butcherfs. And let's just call it Storm-OS. And put in a strong password. And use the same password as admin account, that's fine. Okay. This reminds me a bit of Arca. So here, during the actual install is where you have the ability to install optional applications. So Lucha, Steam, Telegram, Mugshot, Transmission Mode, the NVIDIA packages. Nice to see them all together there. And some different kernels, so you can use Zen, which is usually more optimized for gaming but uses more power. LTS, if you want more of a long-term kernel and don't want it to change so frequently, and hardened for the more security conscious. So out of this, I'm just going to select something random here that shouldn't be too big to install. So I'm just going to choose, I don't know, let's just choose transmission. Doesn't really matter. And hit install now. Okay, it's busy creating this partition. Really like the intro here. Yeah, this install is actually going by very quickly. Well, what I'm going to do, I'll pause and come back when it's finished. And that install was one of the quickest I've experienced so far. Took about 4 minutes. So let's restart it now. And it will be interesting to see how long it takes. Okay, the Storm. One of the advantages of using something like XFCE is you would expect it to use less system resources. Login, and let me just log in here. Okay, give it a couple of seconds to come up. Wow, okay, that was pretty cool. Pretty quick. Okay, let's just fix the resolution. Check how the utility works, and of course 1080. There we go. Yeah, keep this config. Okay, so flat out of the box. I'm interested to check the memory usage. Okay, right now, as you can see, the OS does actually call itself Arch Linux as well. So 3M, and it's using about 600 megs, which is really superb. Let's just, and then I'm interested to actually see what configuration there is for Pacman. So let's just cat pacman.com and let's see what repos are included. Okay, so testing is there, but it's disabled. Core, extra, community testing disabled, community, multi-lib or multi-library, that's great. With additional packages, especially 32-bit. If you didn't have multi-lib enabled, and if you're trying to go looking for Steam, you wouldn't find it. Okay, that's great. And let's just clear that. Let's take a look at some of the applications. So, web browser. It just says web browser. So, Firefox. Yep, good old Firefox over there. Thank you. Thank you, Firefox. Wait, hang on. Did I just see what add-ons are included here? Cookie auto delete, HTTPS everywhere, decentralize, privacy badger. Okay. Interesting to have so many additional extensions and add-ons. Let's look at the extensions. And uBlock Origin as well. It's always a very interesting discussion with the web browser. Should your web browser that comes out the box have any add-ons pre-installed, or should you have your own chance to choose what you want? But okay, accessories, disks, HP Print Manager, notes, mousepad. Here's one, Stormarest Systems Tweak Tool. This looks pretty cool. And what I like here, it's all numbered for various steps, so that makes it really easy for a new user. And if you change this, then it will give you the option here: install game related, printer related, about us, Arch University. Oh wow. Well, let's refresh mirrors and give that a go. While that is busy finding a workable mirror, let's see what else we have here. And a system, gparted, to be expected, sensor view, htop is here, pre-installed, pretty cool. Other, Storm OS user functions. What is this? Please make your selection. Create a backup for Nautils. Start your backup. Okay. So this shell script, I suppose you could say, uses zip, unzip, and curl in order to create backups of your files, restore them. So I assume if you're going to make major changes or theme changes to your system, you could use this. Oh, actually really nice. Actually really nice. I'm going to exit this. What is interesting, I see they do have the option for installer, no update, install package. Okay, quite like the way they've done that. It almost feels like that is a bit of a repetition from the normal system tool tweak screen. Okay, I don't think I closed anything there. I think that must have finished updating itself. Let's then just see system updates. I expect quite a few. Oh yeah, that's quite a couple of updates there, which is to be expected based on the age of the ISO image. Cool, let's look at file browser. Thuna, pretty speedy, decent, nothing, no lag, great. To be honest, I wouldn't expect any from Thuna. Mail reading, let's see what that is. Going to be, yeah, Thunderbird. Nice. Okay. Internet multimedia, VLC, pulse audio, volume control. So that's just on pulse. If you wanted to move to Pipewire, it would be the same as a normal Arch distro. Okay, and then let's talk here. Appearances, other themes. Yeah, so there's some other themes that have been pre-installed as well. Not really going to go through that. Okay, that's still busy downloading. So one thing that first comes to my mind is, as if XFCE based distros go, not only is this pretty fast and usable also if you want something much simpler and possibly a slightly older machine, but it's really it looks pretty modern for XFCE. So nice work on the theming here. You can see quite a bit of effort has gone into that, as well as the additional utilities to make things easier. And it's really minimal. Again, giving you those options at install. Can see it uses API Word. You could install Libre Office. Not too much else to really call out here. Disks, yeah, pretty. Picks it up. Quite a number of updates that have to be installed. So while that has its work there, let's take a closer look here. So you could do AUR updates, install TeamViewer, install NVIDIA DKMS if it was needed, and then power management options, games, utilities, and scripts. So really nice for the gamers to give everyone a quick option there. Really like to see the Proton G updater as well. Still none calculator, alright. I don't know why there's the option to install Thunderbird if Thunderbird's already installed, but okay. Install only Office, install Media Stream Installer, still minimized tray. Gives you the option to launch DuckDuckGo. Okay. What is LSHW is not working. It's fine. Check as our terminal's still running. Let's close that. Okay, yeah, no, it's busy having its fun there. Okay, opens up top. Don't do what I did and hit the update utility button. Probably should only do that after the system's been updated. Add remove software. Okay, this also looks like it makes use of PAMAC. And by default, we open up here. AUR is disabled, as well as Snap and Flatpak. You can of course enable that yourself. And again, of course, if you enable AUR, just understand all of the potential risks that come with that. Block detail info. Yeah, so this is actually really, really nice, I have to say. I think it actually makes it pretty easy layout for a new user, or if you just literally want to get Arch up and running pretty quickly, don't want to have to do, and you don't want to use too much command line, and you just want to use some of these options here. It's actually a great way of doing it. One thing though, of course, just bear in mind, it's going to take a bit of time after you've installed it to just re-update it, based on how long or you've had to wait for updates to be applied, and also based on how long it would have taken before the last distro snapshot was done. All in all, really nice and compelling. Just gonna let this here finish to its upgrade, do a restart, make sure it still comes up. But yeah, so far I would say, if you really want a quick Arch, lightweight, simple to use, StormOS, great, and nothing of bloat at all. Some really friendly tooling. So I'm just gonna let this continue a little bit longer. And okay. Okay, so terminal's closed automatically. Guess that means it's finished its update, so just gonna bring this. I must admit, this is definitely the distro I would have if I was to change a family member's machine over to Linux, and for some reason if I was going to use an Arch-based distro for them, someone in the family, I would start them off definitely with something such as this. It looks like it's updated itself perfectly, no issues. It actually took longer for this OS to apply all its updates than it did to install, but you can see now it's using the latest kernel, and XFCE 416, and still about 660 megs of memory, so no issues there. So yeah, in summary, really great distro. Hope to see the StormOS team continue working on it, and looking forward to any future releases. And everyone, as always important, feel free to leave some comments or any additional info, and yeah, have a good one all. Thanks, bye.